Welcome back to the BFC, where we go into the trenches of the trading world. We hope you've been enjoying our first virtual conference. This is Session C and features tickers EHVVF, ICTY, and BIXT. Kicking it off first is the team from EHVVF. Let's get into it.
Hello, everyone, and thank you to the Buffalo Fireside community and the BFCVC organizers for bringing together some of the smartest minds in the investor and trader space. I'm Joe Ricard, founder of Kleiser Solutions and co-creator of AIHeadhunter.com, and I'm excited to introduce you to one of the most disruptive platforms reshaping the future of executive searching and recruiting. Let's talk about what's broken in recruitment today. In a global talent market valued at over $500 billion, recruitment hasn't kept up with the pace of innovation. Despite the rise of digital platforms, over 70% of recruiters still rely on manual tools like spreadsheets, email chains, and fragmented CRMs to source and manage candidates. On average, it takes 42 days to fill a position, and that number only gets worse for executive or technical roles. That's 6 weeks of lost productivity, project delays, and revenue leakage. For small agencies and solo recruiters, this inefficiency is even more painful. You're juggling dozens of open roles, combining through hundreds of resumes, copy-pasting profiles from job platforms, and trying to keep everything organized without any automation. But the problem isn't just time, it's quality. Studies show more than 50% of new hires underperform because the selection process is rushed, biased, or based on surface-level insights. And let's not forget the candidates. 92% of job seekers never hear back after submitting a resume. It's a black hole of wasted potential. This isn't just frustrating, it's expensive. The average cost of a bad hire up to $15,000 for mid-level roles. For executives, it can exceed 6 figures. The current system is reactive, inconsistent, and biased towards who looks best on paper, not who performs or practices the best. What the industry needs is a shift from intuition to intelligence, from manual effort to automation, from guesswork to data-driven hiring. This is where the opportunity lies. With the right tools, we can reduce time to hire up to 60%, improve match quality with AI scoring models, and create a fairer, faster, more efficient experience for everyone involved. And that's exactly why we built AI Headhunter. AI Headhunter is a powerful tool that scrapes candidate profiles from LinkedIn and other job platforms, giving recruiters instant access to a growing database of over 50,000 pre-screened candidates. Solo headhunters, recruiting teams, and agencies can now search smarter, connect faster, and close better hires with no manual effort. But we didn't stop at recruiters. Job seekers can also upload their resumes and receive personalized job matches and salary benchmarking, helping them understand whether they're underpaid based on their role or location.
Hi, I'm very excited to actually talk about AI Headhunter today. We're going to go over a little bit about what we're building, and we're going to talk about how this brings value to Ehave. So I'm going to walk you guys through the Chrome extension and some of the tools we're releasing on AIHeadhunter.com today. Thank you very much for your time, and let's check it out. First, I want to show you guys AI Headhunter. This is a tool we've been working on, and I want to showcase some of the things we've been doing on it, which is pretty cool. So over here, I'll show you in the top right. You can go ahead and I'll click on this Chrome extension. This is the website. You guys go to AIHeadhunter.com if you want to check it out. There's a nice video that explains what we're doing. There's this really cool tool I'll come back to, but let's first walk through what we're building. Here, this is where you can log in. If you already have an account, you can log in. If you don't have one, you just click sign up over here, fill out your information, and go ahead and log in. We'll go ahead to log in though, and we'll use one of the accounts we have. So I'll put in username, I'll put in the password, and we're logging in. Now, this is pretty cool. So if you're looking for talent and you're trying to recruit them, you can search anywhere in the world and start finding talent. So right off the bat, we'll just kind of, let's search for a certain person or area. So in this situation, higher income salaries are better for headhunters. We're going to search for a health manager, right? Let's go ahead, we'll search United States, and let's start scraping. So now we're going to go over there, and it's now scraping. So now what we're looking at right now is we have the search for health manager. We're starting on page 1, we're looking in the United States. If I click start scraping, it's going to start finding candidates that fit the actual profile I'm looking for. So here we go, we got 1, we got 2, got 3, we got 4. I'll pause this here. So now we can scroll down and you can see what we have. We have the picture, the name, we have their actual headline, summary, we have their position, current position, education. It's connected to my LinkedIn, so we know what degree they are, of what connection. And we know how many followers they have, where they're actually located, and we can send invitations or not. We can also see their other badges. So some people might be professionals, some people might be content creators, things that help you kind of filter through those candidates of exactly what you're looking for. Now, this information goes over to our interview screener to help create the flow for the interview of these people. And we'll go through that in a minute, but also the cool thing that we're doing is through our data aggregation side, we're finding more information on each user and feeding that to AI. That helps further the actual connection with the users, but also gets their information from email, phone numbers, things like that. So let's go back to the actual homepage. So one other thing we're releasing, we're happy to actually talk about. This is gonna be publicly for display. So on the homepage, something else we're releasing, I think it's today or tomorrow, but it'll be up there. Pretty interesting, but you can go here and you can see your resume reflection. So what this is finding out is you can upload your resume and it'll tell you the value of what you are in the industry. So let's just, as an example, we put in an email address, right? We'll put in where we want to actually get a job. So let's say Miami. We'll put in the income we want to make. You know, it's a high income, but let's just say it's that. I'll upload now the resume. Okay, now we got the resume as an example. Now, if you reveal your true salary, this is going to go over there and now it's going to pull up the options of the jobs I have. It identifies how close I am to the job and the ranges of salaries are going in there. This is a pretty cool tool that's going live right now on the website. And you can upload a resume as a candidate. It gives you information on, are you too high? Are you within the range you're thinking? Maybe you're thinking too much salary, right? So by doing this also helps feed the actual headhunters. So if you're looking for a job, you go up, upload your resume, it goes out to a series of headhunters that are already interested in using our tool. Okay, so we showed you guys AI Headhunter. Now we're gonna show you guys Interview Screener. AI Headhunter is a tool that helps with Interview Screener. When you're recruiting from AI Headhunter and you're finding the talent, you filter them through Interview Screener to make sure they're qualified for your needs, and you do the whole interview process. We're gonna show you some of the cool things we're doing at Interview Screener, how the AI from Interview Screener and the AI from Headhunter work together. So let's go right into it, okay? So on Interview Screener, you can see a video about how the function of our website works. You'll see an interview, things like that. You'll see some of the features and benefits. You also get to see, some of the other things that we're doing to integrate as well. On here, you can click on the unlock $100 credit. If you go here and you sign up, you'll get $100 towards your actual trial period. If you sign up, awesome, you get that credit as well towards that. We're letting people that are interested come in first. We're beta testing with people that we can help onboard and work together with. So we'll go ahead and log in. So you can use Google or LinkedIn, but I'll just log in real quick. And this is our actual backend right now. So on here on the left, you have jobs, candidates, candidate lists, uploads, users, interviewer, and settings. So your jobs are jobs you create. You can create a job. You can post a job. You usually do like a job description. AI will help fill in all the actual stuff for you. It's really, really helpful. You can also go here and see all the candidates. And you'll see the candidate list of everyone who's applied to jobs. You can go to uploads, where you can upload resumes directly. So this lets you bulk upload. So if you're looking to upload, let's say you have 1,000 resumes. We've had 100, 500 people apply to a job. So we'll bulk upload the resumes, helps feed our machine to actually identify which candidates are best. If you go to users, you can create users. So if you have HR, you have admins, whoever you want to do, you can issue different types of user types. Down here you have interviewers, where you create interviewers, and you have settings. So we'll start first by going into a job. So here we have 3 different pages of jobs, right, that we're doing. If I go to page 3, let's go to React.js as an example. So here you'll see a job, okay? When you create the job and you paste your job description, it creates all this for you. It creates the job post, the title. It can pull information like how many experience needs to be there, the job description, key responsibilities, skills, tags, pre-qualifications are required, and if it's on-site, hybrid, remote, where it's located, full-time, part-time. And then down here are where you can create questions.
So one cool thing we've done here, so when you create your job post, you can upload resumes like we showed you. You can just upload 1, 200, however you need. You can filter the criteria. So here you can sort someone however you want to, whether you want like a shortlisting score. So what happens is AI reads each resume, right? Those resumes then go through a filtering system where if it doesn't identify close to the job, so you're trying to get like, let's say someone who ranks in 80%, it automatically starts filtering those people out. If you wanted to do setting screen qualifications, so this is the resume side, then over here, it's going to actually do it based on the interview. And then from the final round qualification, if there's a post interview or anything like that. So down here, when you're actually generating the real interview you're going to have, you create your interviewer, which automatically we create one for you. You can generate questions. Now I'm going to go over here as an example to a candidate. Let's click View Candidates. And here you're seeing the candidates have applied. So when the resume comes in, we automatically qualify using AI how qualified that person is to the job. So this person's 85, this person's 78.5. And then you can see as they get closer through rounds where they do interviews. So as an example, this person's 85% qualified based on the resume. After the interview, he was actually 65%. So I'll go and click on this person as an example. His name is Ukpe. Ukpe is actually from Nigeria. So you can look here and it has candidate overview. Based on the interview, based on the actual resume, here's his strengths, here's his matching points, here's improvement areas he needs, here's his gaps. Now, his education seems to fit, his skills seem to match, his experience relevance wasn't really as good, his overall potential. So if I go over now to profile, we rip all the information from there. So AI goes, analyzes the actual document, extrapolates the information around the resume, then puts it into our system so we feed out a database. Here you have his email, you have what position he applied for, his years of experience that's relevant, his phone number, you have LinkedIn information, you have his strengths, weaknesses, stuff we showed earlier, you have his soft skills, his technical skills, you have his resume, you have his experience, and we have the latest projects as well. If you go down here, you'll see his education, and you'll see what certifications he has. And if you want to, the resume he added, you just click on this, and you can view the resume. So it's going to show the resume, then you go view that resume. You can download it if you need to. So HR has a lot of information. Usually they're uploading into some kind of CRM or ATS, and instead of having to actually manually upload this, just simply dragging a resume into the system automatically feeds all of this for them into a nice filtering system and then matches that candidate against the job description. The cool thing we've also done, which this is really interesting, is we're allowing people to take an AI interview. So when the job is open and they apply, they can then go do an interview. So here you're seeing this person actually did an interview. It was 14 minutes and 58 seconds. You can listen to it if you want to, right? I won't listen to it right now and bore you guys, but you can listen to the interview if you want to. You can see his overall score. You can see his communication score. You can see what questions were asked, how he answered those questions based on the analysis of that. You can go down even further and you can see the actual transcript itself. So you can see how the transcript goes and what the interview asked, what they asked. So this is a full candidate review. This is all automated with AI before an HR person even talks to them. Pretty interesting stuff. Now, AI Headhunter, when they find the actual candidates, it feeds in here, loads up the candidate data, and then sends in the interview to actually go and do it. I'll show you guys something really cool about this. It's unique about that. You guys, I've explained it, but I'll show it to you just so you guys can understand. If I go to jobs and we'll view the job, down here on the bottom, I can grab that interview link, right? So if I copy this interview link and I'll open this up. Okay, so we're going to actually look at a job. This is a sales representative example job. So here on the left, you can see the actual job description, technical skills, where it's located, full-time employment, whatever. Over here on the right is when you actually take the job interview. So you see, turn on the microphone, we test this, 1, 2, tested. You can hear, the speaker.
Welcome to Interview Screener.
That's good. You don't have to do the testing speaker, just helpful. And then you can also log in. So you can log in manually or you can log in on LinkedIn. So if you do log in manually, you put in your name, email address, phone number, all that fun stuff. If I log in through LinkedIn,
It's going to automatically log in. So there we go. I'm already logged into LinkedIn, so it's connected. Now the interview is going to start in 4 seconds. She's going to ask me questions. I'm going to answer.
Good day, Joseph Ricard, Marissa speaking. I'm looking forward to your insights on Sales Representative Interview Screener SaaS. Shall we begin?
Sure, let's begin.
What CRM tools have you used to track sales leads and customer interactions in a SaaS environment?
We use Salesforce. It's great for creating opportunities, following up with leads, and all that fun stuff.
Describe your experience with sales forecasting and how you utilize data analytics in your sales strategy.
Yeah, so usually you look at historical data, maybe previous sales can identify your forecast in sales, and we try to see what kind of sales strategies have worked by using the data analytics of that, right? So once you understand the data, you kind of change your strategy based on that.
How do you approach onboarding new clients for a SaaS product? Can you provide a specific example?
Yeah, so when it comes to new clients, usually you schedule a demo with them, show them that, and then you do an intake and kind of find out what their needs are for that.
Can you share a time when you successfully turned a prospect into a client using a specific sales technique?
Sure. So prospecting the client, usually it's solving problems. So when someone comes to you or you contact them and it's a prospect and you find there's a pain point there, if you can help them solve that even without charging them, they're going to turn around and see what other kind of options and solutions you have for them.
Describe a situation where you faced a significant sales challenge. How did you overcome it?
I really don't know. What's the next question? Let's see how this responds.
What motivates you to work in sales, particularly in the SaaS industry?
I kind of want to end this interview.
Would you like to end the call now?
Sure. There you go. So the interview takes about 8 minutes. I don't want to waste you guys' time going through it, but we customize the exit screen for our clients so they can, on ours, we have a video here for people to understand our culture, who we are. It's pretty cool thing though, but you're engaging with an AI interview. And the whole time HR, an actual human representative is not needed yet. So you're getting the resume, getting an analysis of their resume against the job using AI, and then you're getting an interview that they're doing at the same time. That then compounds with the actual resume to see who scores the best. Now, out of all those people, you're getting the highest scoring people, right? So that lets you find the diamonds in the rough. Instead of having to sift through all of that dirt to try to find that diamond, now you have that diamond, right? So using AI streamlines the whole process. And then using AI Headhunter lets you really recruit the talent you need into your system. So when you're looking for specialized certain people, it lets you find those people in the regions you're looking for, bring them into the system, and then funnel them through an interview screener. So I'm happy I got to show you this. Oh, I'll show you guys one last thing. So over here, you can choose different interviewers. You can create one as an example. We have a bunch of them here. We have people that have Indian accents, British accents. I think we even have one with Vietnamese accent. We have Australian. We can actually do multi-language support to make sure that we can understand people, ask questions, let them explain in their language. So using actual interview screener lets you build an actual AI agent that speaks multiple languages and understands multiple languages. This allows a more smooth process because finding a multilingual HR recruiter is near impossible, right? So this lets us interview and screen them as well.
So again, thank you guys very much for inviting us on the podcast. I'm very happy you gave us the time to come and showcase the technology we're building with Ehave. If you look at Ehave, stock ticker EHVVF, awesome stock to take a look at. I personally feel it's very low value where it is right now. If we continue to do what we're doing from an innovation standpoint and with me on board, helping actually make the changes we need to in technology, I truly believe this company has a very good road ahead of it. But again, thank you very much to the Buffalo Fireside community. It's a BFCVC, organizers and bringing all these investors and everyone together. We appreciate your time and we hope that we see you guys in the future.
Up next is the team from Eyecity, ticker Eyecity-ICTY. Let's see what they got.
Eyecity International Investor Presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished investors, and valued guests, welcome to this exclusive investor presentation for Eyecity International, trading under the symbol Eyecity-ICTY. Today, we stand at the precipice of what many financial experts are calling the largest transfer of wealth in modern history through the global buying and selling of businesses. Eyecity International is strategically positioned to capitalize on this unprecedented opportunity. My name is Brad Wilson, and over the next 30 minutes, I'll be guiding you through an in-depth exploration of Eyecity International's innovative business model, our 3 strategic verticals, and the compelling investment opportunity we represent in today's dynamic market landscape. Eyecity International isn't just another company seeking investment. We are pioneers at the intersection of 3 high-growth sectors: real estate, with a focus on strategic Brazilian residential developments; health and wellness, through our revolutionary Nutravita division; and AI innovations, where our proprietary technologies create competitive advantages across all our business operations. What truly sets Eyecity apart is our unique approach to capitalizing on the global business transfer of wealth. While others see market volatility as a challenge, we recognize it as an unprecedented opportunity to acquire undervalued assets, apply technological innovation to traditional business models, and create significant shareholder value through strategic consolidation of fragmented markets. As we move through today's presentation, you'll discover how our diversified business model, technology advantage, emerging market exposure, recurring revenue streams, and experienced leadership team position us for substantial growth in the coming years. You'll also learn about our ambitious plans for future expansion into additional verticals and international markets. We invite you to join us on this exciting journey as we build Eyecity International into a market leader across multiple high-growth sectors. The opportunity before us is extraordinary, and the time to act is now. The global business transfer of wealth. We are currently witnessing what many financial experts are calling the largest transfer of wealth in history through the buying and selling of businesses worldwide. This isn't just hyperbole, it's a measurable economic phenomenon with staggering numbers behind it. In the United States alone, baby boomers own more than $10 trillion worth of privately held businesses. As this generation reaches retirement age, an estimated 12 million of these businesses will change hands over the next decade. This represents not just a transfer of assets, but a fundamental reshaping of the business landscape across virtually every industry. The scale of this wealth transfer extends far beyond the U.S. borders. Global mergers and acquisitions activity reached $5.9 trillion in 2024, marking a 24% increase over the previous year. This acceleration reflects both the volume and value of businesses changing ownership at an unprecedented rate. Several key drivers are fueling this massive wealth transfer. First, we have the demographic reality of an aging population of business owners approaching retirement. Many of these entrepreneurs built successful companies over decades, but lack succession plans or next-generation leadership to continue their legacy. Second, the post-pandemic business environment has accelerated consolidation across industries. Companies that emerge stronger from recent economic challenges are strategically acquiring competitors, suppliers, and complementary businesses to strengthen their market positions. Third, technological disruption is forcing traditional businesses to adapt or sell. Industries that once seemed impervious to digital transformation now face existential challenges, creating both risks for unprepared companies and opportunities for strategic acquirers. Finally, the lack of succession planning among private business owners has created a vacuum that strategic buyers and investors are eager to fill. Many successful entrepreneurs have children who have chosen different career paths, leaving no clear heir to take over the family business. Eyecity International is strategically positioned to capitalize on this wealth transfer through several key approaches. We identify and acquire undervalued assets in high-growth sectors where our expertise and technology can drive significant value creation. We target fragmented markets ripe for consolidation, where economies of scale and operational efficiencies can dramatically improve profitability. Most importantly, we apply technological innovation to traditional business models, creating competitive advantages that drive both growth and valuation multiples. This strategic positioning allows us to create significant shareholder value through carefully targeted acquisitions that align with our core competencies and growth objectives. Company overview: Eyecity International, trading under the symbol Eyecity-ICTY, is a dynamic small-cap company with a current market capitalization of approximately $124.5 million. While this places us in the small-cap category today, our strategic vision and growth trajectory position us for significant expansion in the coming years. What makes Eyecity unique in the investment landscape is our diversified approach across three strategic business segments: real estate, health and wellness, and AI innovations. This diversification isn't merely about spreading risk. It's about creating synergies and competitive advantages through the strategic integration of these complementary verticals. Our mission is clear and focused: to create sustainable value through strategic investments in high-growth sectors while leveraging cutting-edge technology to maximize returns for our shareholders. This mission guides every decision we make, from capital allocation to technological development to market expansion. From a market perspective, Eyecity has recently achieved an important milestone by being upgraded to Shell risk status on OTC markets. This represents a significant step in our corporate evolution as we work toward full non-Shell classification. We've completed all required OTC filings and payments, demonstrating our commitment to transparency and regulatory compliance. We're actively strengthening our asset base and balance sheet to support our growth initiatives and position the company for future merger candidate opportunities. This financial discipline is a core value that underpins our ambitious growth strategy. Leadership is a critical factor in any company's success, and Eyecity benefits from an experienced executive team with proven track records in their respective fields. Our president and CEO, Bradley Wilson, brings over 30 years of experience in investment dealing and commercial real estate to the company. His deep industry knowledge and extensive network of relationships are invaluable assets as we execute our real estate development strategy. Our Chief Operating Officer, Ron Altree, contributes more than 25 years of experience in the IT services industry, with particular expertise in contracts and compliance. His operational leadership ensures that we execute effectively on our strategic initiatives while maintaining the highest standards of corporate governance. Eyecity's corporate culture is built on four fundamental values that permeate everything we do. Innovation drives our constant pursuit of better solutions and approaches. Integrity ensures we maintain the highest ethical standards in all our business dealings. Excellence pushes us to deliver outstanding results in every aspect of our operations. And sustainability guides our long-term thinking about creating enduring value for all stakeholders. Together, these elements, our diversified business model, market position, leadership team, and corporate values, form the foundation upon which we're building Eyecity International into a market leader across multiple high-growth sectors. Our three strategic verticals. Eyecity International operates across three strategic business segments, each positioned for significant growth and value creation. These verticals weren't chosen at random. They represent carefully selected markets with strong growth potential, opportunities for technological innovation, and the ability to create synergies across our business operations. Let's begin with our real estate division, represented by the blue pillar on your screen. This division focuses on strategic investments in high-growth markets across North and South America, with a particular emphasis on Brazilian residential projects. Brazil represents an exceptional opportunity in today's global real estate landscape, offering a combination of affordable land prices, strong demand fundamentals, and a supportive regulatory environment. Our Brazilian residential projects pipeline includes the Pipa Paradise development in Tibau do Sul near Natal in Rio Grande do Norte, an area known for its stunning natural beauty and strong tourism appeal. We're also developing a government-aligned housing initiative that leverages Brazil's national housing program to provide financing for qualified buyers. What sets our real estate approach apart is our integration of technology-enhanced property development. By applying advanced analytics, sustainable building practices, and smart home technologies, we create developments that stand out in the marketplace while generating superior returns on investment. Looking to the future, we're planning a 150-unit master plan community that will showcase our integrated approach to real estate development, combining innovative design, sustainable practices, and community-focused amenities. Our second vertical, represented by the green pillar, is our health and wellness division operating under the NutraVita brand. This division focuses on innovative health and weight management solutions that combine nutritional science, behavioral psychology, and cutting-edge technology. The flagship offering in this division is our MetaBalance program, an AI-powered personalization platform that creates customized health and wellness recommendations based on individual profiles and goals. This is complemented by our proprietary nutritional supplements, virtual health coaching services, and a subscription-based recurring revenue model that provides predictable cash flow and high customer lifetime value. Our third vertical, represented by the purple pillar, is our AI Innovations division. This division develops and deploys cutting-edge artificial intelligence solutions that enhance our core businesses while creating standalone value through proprietary technology assets. Key technologies in this division include the Eyecity-ICTY predictive analytics engine, which forecasts market trends and opportunities, our natural language processing suite, which analyzes vast amounts of unstructured data, our computer vision platform for visual data analysis, and our adaptive recommendation system, which powers personalized experiences across our platforms. A critical aspect of our AI strategy is cross-divisional integration, ensuring that our technological innovations create competitive advantages across all our business operations. This integration creates a virtuous cycle where data from one division enhances AI capabilities that benefit all divisions. Together, these three strategic verticals form the foundation of Eyecity International's business model, providing multiple avenues for growth while creating synergies that enhance our overall competitive position. Real Estate Division. Eyecity International's real estate division represents a cornerstone of our business strategy, combining strategic market selection with innovative development approaches to create exceptional value for our shareholders. Our approach to real estate investment is both disciplined and dynamic, focusing on markets and projects where we can leverage our expertise and technology to generate superior returns. We've strategically built a diverse real estate portfolio that combines stable income-generating properties with high-growth development opportunities. This balanced approach provides immediate cash flow while positioning us for significant appreciation as our development projects progress through their value creation lifecycle. Currently, we're actively developing a strategic pipeline of small to mid-sized residential projects in Brazil, each ranging from 25 to 30 units. These projects are carefully designed to generate immediate cash flow upon completion while establishing operational momentum in the Brazilian market. By starting with manageable project sizes, we can perfect our execution model before scaling to larger developments. The flagship project in our current portfolio is the Pipa Paradise development, located in Tibau do Sul near Natal in Rio Grande do Norte. This region is renowned for its stunning natural beauty, including pristine beaches, dramatic cliffs, and lush vegetation. Beyond its aesthetic appeal, the area enjoys strong tourism demand, creating opportunities for both primary residences and vacation properties with rental income potential. Our current development pipeline includes 4 active projects, with additional shovel-ready, zoned-out parcel opportunities under discussion. This pipeline approach ensures a steady flow of projects at various stages of development, creating consistent revenue generation while managing risk through diversification. Looking to the future, we have plans for a larger 150-unit master plan community currently in the early planning stages. This project will represent the culmination of our experience in the Brazilian market, showcasing our integrated approach to community development with a focus on sustainability, technology integration, and quality of life. A key driver of opportunity in Brazil is the government's revitalized Minha Casa, Minha Vida, MCMV program, which translates to My House, My Life. This national housing initiative aims to address Brazil's significant housing deficit by providing financing support for first-time homebuyers. Under this program, qualified buyers can access up to 100% government-backed financing, dramatically expanding the pool of potential purchasers for our developments. Eyecity operates as a private sector delivery partner within this program, developing homes that meet the eligibility criteria while coordinating with local agencies to ensure compliance with program requirements. This partnership approach gives us access to a large, ready pool of qualified buyers, reducing sales risk and accelerating the velocity of our development projects. Our real estate team brings decades of development experience, having successfully delivered projects across Canada, Central America, and now Brazil. After encountering rising costs and shrinking margins in mature markets like Toronto and Panama, the team strategically shifted its focus to Brazil, where land remains affordable, demand is strong, and the environment is supportive of both developers and buyers. This combination of strategic market selection, government program alignment, and experienced leadership positions our real estate division for significant growth and value creation in the coming years. Health and Wellness Division. At Eyecity's NutraVita division, we're revolutionizing the health and wellness industry through a unique combination of nutritional science, behavioral psychology, and cutting-edge technology. This isn't just another weight loss program or supplement company. It's a comprehensive approach to health management that addresses the complex interplay of physiological, psychological, and lifestyle factors that determine health outcomes. Our approach is built on three core principles that differentiate us in the marketplace. First, scientific rigor ensures that all our products and protocols are based on peer-reviewed research rather than fads or marketing hype. Second, personalization recognizes that each individual has unique health needs and goals, requiring tailored solutions rather than one-size-fits-all approaches. Third, technology integration leverages artificial intelligence and data analytics to enhance the effectiveness of our programs and create a competitive advantage in the marketplace. The flagship offering in our health and wellness portfolio is the MetaBalance program, which represents a paradigm shift in weight management. Unlike traditional approaches that focus solely on calorie restriction or exercise, MetaBalance addresses the complex interplay of metabolic health, gut microbiome, hormonal balance, and lifestyle factors that influence weight and overall wellness. The results speak for themselves. Participants in our MetaBalance program achieve an average weight reduction of 18% over 6 months, significantly better than industry averages. Even more impressive is our 87% success rate for maintaining results after 1 year, addressing the common yo-yo effect that plagues most weight management approaches. Technology is a key differentiator for NutraVita. Our digital health platform integrates several innovative features that enhance user experience and outcomes. Our AI-powered personalization engine analyzes thousands of data points to create truly personalized nutrition and lifestyle recommendations that evolve as the user progresses through the program. Our predictive analytics capabilities take this personalization even further. By analyzing patterns in user data, our system can predict potential challenges and proactively adjust recommendations to help users navigate difficult periods in their health journey. This proactive approach significantly improves adherence and long-term success rates. The virtual health coaching component of our platform provides 24/7 support, answering questions and offering guidance based on the latest scientific research. This combination of AI-driven recommendations and on-demand support creates a comprehensive support system that helps users achieve their health goals more effectively than traditional approaches. From a market perspective, the opportunity before us is substantial. The global weight management market is projected to reach $348 billion by 2027, growing at a compound annual growth rate of 8.2%. This growth is driven by increasing awareness of the importance of metabolic health, rising obesity rates worldwide, and growing consumer preference for personalized, technology-enabled health solutions. Our subscription-based programs create predictable, recurring revenue streams with high margins and scalability. The digital nature of our core offering allows us to expand rapidly without the capital-intensive requirements of traditional brick-and-mortar health businesses. Additionally, our high customer retention rates and strong word-of-mouth referrals reduce customer acquisition costs over time, further enhancing profitability. As we continue to expand our NutraVita division, we're focused on developing additional personalized health protocols, expanding our proprietary supplement line, and enhancing our AI capabilities to further differentiate our offerings in the marketplace. This combination of scientific innovation, technological advancement, and market expansion positions our Health and Wellness division for substantial growth in the coming years. AI Innovations Division. At Eyecity International, artificial intelligence is not just a technology we use. It's a core strategic advantage that powers innovation across all our business divisions. Under the leadership of our Chief Technology Officer, David Chen, we've developed a comprehensive AI strategy that positions us at the forefront of technological innovation in our industries. Our AI Innovations Division serves two critical functions within our corporate structure. First, it develops and deploys cutting-edge technologies that enhance our core businesses, creating competitive advantages and operational efficiencies. Second, it builds proprietary technology assets that have standalone value, contributing directly to our corporate valuation through intellectual property development. We've invested significantly in developing proprietary AI technologies that address specific business challenges and opportunities. Our flagship system is the Eyecity-ICTY predictive analytics engine, which combines multiple machine learning models to forecast market trends, property valuations, consumer behavior, and health outcomes. This powerful analytical tool gives us insights that inform strategic decisions across all our business divisions. Our natural language processing suite represents another key technological asset. This sophisticated system analyzes vast amounts of unstructured data, from market reports and scientific literature to social media and consumer reviews, to identify emerging trends and opportunities before they become obvious to the broader market. This early identification of trends gives us a significant first-mover advantage in our target markets. The computer vision platform we've developed has particular relevance for our real estate operations. This technology evaluates property conditions, analyzes architectural plans, and assesses neighborhood characteristics through visual data analysis. By automating these traditionally manual processes, we can evaluate more properties more quickly, identifying high-potential opportunities that others might miss. Our adaptive recommendation system powers personalized experiences across our platforms, with particular emphasis on our health and wellness offerings. This system continuously learns from user interactions, improving its recommendations over time and creating increasingly personalized experiences that drive higher engagement and better outcomes. What truly sets our AI approach apart is our focus on cross-divisional integration. Rather than developing siloed technologies for each business unit, we've created an integrated AI ecosystem where data and insights flow across the organization. This integration creates a virtuous cycle where data from one division enhances AI capabilities that benefit all divisions. For example, our real estate division benefits from AI-powered analytics that evaluate thousands of properties to identify those with the highest potential returns. These analytics incorporate not just AI Innovations Division. At Eyecity International, artificial intelligence is not just a technology we use. It's a core strategic advantage that powers innovation across all our business divisions. Under the leadership of our Chief Technology Officer, David Chen, we've developed a comprehensive AI strategy that positions us at the forefront of technological innovation in our industries. Our AI Innovations Division serves two critical functions within our corporate structure. First, it develops and deploys cutting-edge technologies that enhance our core businesses, creating competitive advantages and operational efficiencies. Second, it builds proprietary technology assets that have standalone value, contributing directly to our corporate valuation through intellectual property development. We've invested significantly in developing proprietary AI technologies that address specific business challenges and opportunities. Our flagship system is the Eyecity-ICTY predictive analytics engine, which combines multiple machine learning models to forecast market trends, property valuations, consumer behavior, and health outcomes. This powerful analytical tool gives us insights that inform strategic decisions across all our business divisions. Our natural language processing suite represents another key technological asset. This sophisticated system analyzes vast amounts of unstructured data, from market reports and scientific literature to social media and consumer reviews, to identify emerging trends and opportunities before they become obvious to the broader market. This early identification of trends gives us a significant first-mover advantage in our target markets. The computer vision platform we've developed has particular relevance for our real estate operations. This technology evaluates property conditions, analyzes architectural plans. Investment thesis. Eyecity International represents a compelling investment opportunity at the intersection of three high-growth sectors: real estate, health and wellness, and artificial intelligence. As a small-cap company with a market capitalization of approximately $124.5 million, Eyecity offers significant growth potential as we execute our strategic plan and expand our market presence. Our investment thesis is built on 5 key pillars that differentiate us in the marketplace and position us for substantial value creation in the coming years. Let's examine each of these pillars in detail to understand why Eyecity represents such a compelling opportunity for investors. The first pillar is our diversified revenue streams. Our 3 business divisions provide multiple avenues for growth while reducing risk through diversification. This balanced approach ensures we're not overly dependent on any single market or economic factor. If one sector faces temporary headwinds, the others can continue driving growth and profitability. This diversification doesn't come at the expense of focus. Each division is strategically aligned with our core competencies and long-term vision. The second pillar is our technology advantage. Our proprietary AI platforms give us a significant competitive edge in all our business segments. By leveraging cutting-edge technology, we can identify opportunities, optimize operations, and deliver superior results compared to traditional approaches in our target markets. This technological leadership isn't just about operational efficiency, it's about creating fundamental competitive advantages that are difficult for competitors to replicate. The third pillar is our emerging market exposure. Strategic investments in high-growth markets in South America position us to capture value in rapidly developing economies. Brazil, in particular, offers exceptional growth potential due to its favorable demographics and significant housing deficit. While many investors focus exclusively on mature markets, our strategic presence in these high-growth regions provides access to opportunities with potentially higher returns and less competition. The fourth pillar is our recurring revenue model. Our health and wellness subscription services provide predictable, high-margin revenue streams. This recurring revenue component adds stability to our financial performance and enhances our long-term value proposition. The subscription model also creates opportunities for continuous customer engagement and upselling, increasing lifetime customer value over time. The fifth pillar is our experience management team. Our leadership brings decades of experience across real estate, health sciences, and technology. Their proven track records and deep industry knowledge are invaluable assets as we execute. Investment thesis. Eyecity International represents a compelling investment opportunity at the intersection of 3 high-growth sectors: real estate, health and wellness, and artificial intelligence. As a small-cap company with a market capitalization of approximately $124.5 million, Eyecity offers significant growth potential as we execute our strategic plan and expand our market presence. Our investment thesis is built on 5 key pillars that differentiate us in the marketplace and position us for substantial value creation in the coming years. Let's examine each of these pillars in detail to understand why Eyecity represents such a compelling opportunity for investors. The first pillar is our diversified revenue streams. Our 3 business divisions provide multiple avenues for growth while reducing risk through diversification. This balanced approach ensures we're not overly dependent on any single market or economic factor. If one sector faces temporary headwinds, the others can continue driving growth and profitability. Future expansion plans. While we're excited about our current 3 verticals, this is just the beginning of our journey. Eyecity has ambitious plans for future expansion that will drive continued growth and shareholder value in the years ahead. These expansion plans encompass both additional vertical opportunities and international market expansion, creating multiple avenues for sustained growth. Let's begin by exploring the additional vertical opportunities we're evaluating for potential integration into our business model. Each of these verticals has been selected based on its growth potential, technological innovation opportunities, and strategic fit with our existing operations. The first vertical opportunity we're exploring is sustainable energy solutions for our real estate developments. By integrating renewable energy systems, smart grid technologies, and energy efficiency measures into our projects, we can create more sustainable communities while generating additional revenue streams through energy management services. This vertical not only enhances our real estate offerings, but also positions us at the forefront of the global transition to sustainable energy. The second vertical opportunity is digital health monitoring and diagnostics platforms. Building on our existing health and wellness expertise, these technologies would allow us to expand into the rapidly growing remote patient monitoring market. By combining wearable devices, AI-powered analytics, and telehealth capabilities, we can create comprehensive health monitoring solutions that extend our reach in the healthcare space. The third vertical opportunity is smart city infrastructure and related services. As urbanization continues worldwide, the demand for intelligent infrastructure solutions is growing exponentially. Our expertise in real estate development and AI technologies positions us to develop smart city components that enhance urban living while creating new revenue opportunities through infrastructure management services. The fourth vertical opportunity is educational technology, specifically AI-powered learning platforms. The global education technology market is experiencing rapid growth, accelerated by recent shifts toward remote and hybrid learning models. By developing personalized learning platforms powered by our AI technologies, we can enter this high-growth market while leveraging our existing technological capabilities. Beyond these additional verticals, our international expansion strategy extends beyond our current focus on Brazil. We're evaluating opportunities in other high-growth markets in Latin America, Southeast Asia, and select European countries. This geographical diversification will reduce our dependence on any single market while providing access to new growth opportunities. Our approach to international expansion is disciplined and strategic. We enter markets with strong local partnerships that provide market knowledge and operational capabilities. We leverage our technology platforms to create competitive advantages in new markets, focusing on scalable, replicable business models that can be efficiently deployed across multiple geographies. Throughout this expansion, we maintain disciplined capital allocation to ensure optimal returns on investment. Supporting these expansion initiatives is our technology development roadmap, which outlines the key technological capabilities we're developing to drive future growth. The first component of this roadmap is enhanced AI for property analysis, which will provide more accurate property valuation and market forecasting capabilities. These advanced algorithms will further strengthen our competitive advantage in real estate investment and development. We're also developing expanded health monitoring technologies that integrate with wearable devices and create proprietary health metrics. These technologies will enhance our health and wellness offerings while creating new data assets that improve our predictive capabilities. Our blockchain integration initiatives focus on secure transactions and data management across all business divisions. By implementing blockchain technologies, we can enhance security, reduce transaction costs, and create new opportunities for tokenized assets and smart contracts. Perhaps most valuable is our development of proprietary data assets that create sustainable competitive advantages. By collecting, analyzing, and leveraging unique data sets across our operations, we create information advantages that are difficult for competitors to replicate. Our overall growth strategy balances organic growth, strategic acquisitions, technology leadership, and operational excellence. As shown in the chart, we place particular emphasis on technology leadership and operational excellence, which we believe are the most sustainable sources of competitive advantage in today's rapidly evolving business environment. Investment opportunity. As we conclude today's presentation, let's summarize the compelling investment opportunity that Eyecity International represents. We believe there are 4 fundamental reasons why investors should consider adding Eyecity to their portfolios at this pivotal moment in our company's development. First, Eyecity is strategically positioned for growth at the intersection of 3 high-growth sectors: real estate, health and wellness, and artificial intelligence. This positioning isn't accidental. It's the result of careful strategic planning to identify markets with exceptional growth potential, where our expertise and technology can create significant value. By operating across these complementary sectors, we create multiple avenues for growth while developing synergies that enhance our overall competitive position. Second, our diversified business model provides both risk mitigation and expanded opportunity. Unlike companies that depend on a single product, service, or market, Eyecity's three business divisions create natural hedges against sector-specific challenges while providing multiple growth vectors. This diversification doesn't come at the expense of focus. Each division is strategically aligned with our core competencies and long-term vision. Third, our technology advantage gives us a significant competitive edge in all our business segments. In today's rapidly evolving business environment, technological leadership is often the difference between market leaders and followers. Our proprietary Eyecity-ICTY platforms allow us to identify opportunities, optimize operations, and deliver superior results compared to traditional approaches in our target markets. This technological moat becomes increasingly valuable as we scale our operations and accumulate proprietary data assets. Fourth, our experienced leadership team brings decades of proven success across real estate, health sciences, and technology. This deep industry knowledge and operational expertise are critical factors in our ability to execute our ambitious growth strategy while navigating complex market dynamics. Our management team's track record of value creation in previous ventures provides confidence in their ability to deliver similar results for Eyecity International. Beyond these fundamental strengths, Eyecity is uniquely positioned to capitalize on what many financial experts are calling the largest transfer of wealth in history through the global buying and selling of businesses. By strategically acquiring undervalued assets in high-growth sectors, applying technological innovation to traditional business models, and consolidating fragmented markets, we aim to create significant shareholder value in the coming years. Our approach to this wealth transfer opportunity is disciplined and strategic. We identify specific market segments where our expertise and technology can drive outsized returns. We develop proprietary deal flow through our industry networks and AI-powered market analysis. And we apply rigorous valuation methodologies to ensure we acquire assets at attractive prices with clear paths to value creation. As we execute our strategic plan and expand our market presence, we invite you to join us on this exciting journey of growth and value creation. The opportunity before us is extraordinary, a confluence of market dynamics, technological innovation, and strategic positioning that creates the potential for exceptional returns. For those interested in learning more about Eyecity International, I encourage you to visit our website at eyecity.rpsummit.com. There you'll find detailed information about our business divisions, leadership team, and investor resources. Our investor relations team is also available to answer any specific questions you may have about our company and investment opportunity. Thank you for your attention today. We look forward to welcoming you as shareholders in Eyecity International as we build a market leader at the intersection of real estate, health and wellness, and artificial intelligence.
Our next presenter is no stranger to the OTC and has joined us on the BFC many times. Please welcome Mike Sheikh of Bioxytran, ticker BIXT.
Hi, I'm Mike Sheikh. I'm the CCO of Bioxytran, and I'm going to be giving this presentation today for Buffalo Fireside Chats. It's our June 2025 update. When you look at the tagline, you're going to see breaking the one virus, one antiviral paradigm. I mean, that's kind of what we're about. We're going to get into that in a second. So take a look at our historic discovery in virology. So for the past 50 years, there's this idea and there's this concept. There's one drug, one virus concept. And it's been upheld since the 1970s. And guess what? Prolactin M, we basically debunked this 50-year-old idea and concept of virology. And prolactin M is basically a broad spectrum, has broad spectrum antiviral activity in COVID-19, RSV, and influenza. Now, for investors, take a look at that final line there. It's actually a patent pending for 60 plus viruses. That's a big deal when you think about it, because we've just developed this platform. We've only begun to scratch the surface. So now in the upper right, you're going to see discovery. What is our discovery? It's viral adhesion to the cellular membrane. And it's the first step in this process of viral entry. And let me describe it this way. A cell, if you look at it under the microscope, looks slimy. It's slippery, actually. And that coating is basically the sugar coating of the cell. It's got the sugar coating and it's slippery. Well, guess what? That same sugar coating is on the spike proteins of the viruses. So the virus is covered with this, and it helps evade the immune system in that way. So you basically got two slippery things trying to stick to each other. It just doesn't happen. So you need these things, these adhesion molecules, and these galectins, they act as this kind of like viral glue. And how they get the adhesion is kind of like, imagine you're walking through a tall field of grass. When you walk through a tall field of grass and you look down at your pant legs, you got all these little stickers on them. And that's kind of like a virus going through this virally infected environment. It's going to get all these galectins on them because the galectins are upregulated, and it's going to allow them to stick. Now, how does our drug compare to the other antivirals? We're going to touch on that. Existing antivirals work on just a couple mutations. There's one antiviral out there, they call it a broad spectrum, and it works on influenza A and influenza B. That's it. It's in the same family. And then how do these antivirals work? They work by disrupting the life cycle of a cell. Once the virus is in there, what we're hoping to do with our entry inhibitors is just keep the virus outside. It just makes more sense. Keep it out there, never let it get into and infect the cell. Now, here's a fun fact. No broad-spectrum antivirals or true broad-spectrum antivirals, like I described, that work on multiple families exist right now. And what we're doing, and why you as an investor should pay attention, we're disrupting a $55 billion global antiviral market. So you want to know more? Hopefully you do. How do we do it? We got this great platform technology. And we have 3 platform technologies, but right now for this presentation, I'm going to really focus on the antiviral one. So our broad spectrum antivirals. What do we use? What is our secret sauce here? We use carbohydrate chemistry to neutralize the viruses. We're not using a biologic or anything like that. We're using carbohydrate chemistry, and then we have great results. We have 2 clinical trials that show 100% PCR negative endpoint in 2 COVID-19 trials. The other point that's worth mentioning is we have an active FDA IND for approval. And you'll see in the center, we got the galectin signature of all these different virus families, that is. So what we're doing is we're tailoring our molecules, or we can tailor other molecules if our existing molecule doesn't work, to the specific galectin signature. That's something unique capability to our company that makes us stand out. And this is why that's why we can do 3 different families of viruses right now. And we've just scratched the surface. We don't know about these others. We have an idea that we also work on herp severity, that's shingles. We have a case study there. So the bottom line here is we're just scratching the surface, and we need to do way more testing. And once we do a little bit of in vitro testing, we're excited to see those results. I love this title, COVID's not over, but vaccines are. So we had a major inflection point, positive inflection point happen for us. And it's actually this guy, RFK. RFK has a number of vaccine reforms. Like, for example, if you're going to do a trial for vaccines, it needs to be placebo-controlled trials. No more mandatory vaccines. New advisory committee on vaccines, and no vaccine recommendations from the CDC for healthy children or pregnant women. So you'll see the little picture on the right, RFK fires vaccine experts. What else did he do? He pulled a bunch of funding. $700 million came out of Moderna for the bird flu vaccine. You'll see why that's actually really good for us. And then there's a vaccine hesitancy research. 40 grants were pulled, and no more HIV-funded vaccine research. So we're just going to give up on vaccines for HIV. So again, I'm reiterating, a $55 billion global antiviral market opportunity. Now, the market opportunity is created because now the drug developers face these huge regulatory risks because they got an environment that's just not friendly to them like it has been in the past. And they really have to think about shifting toward therapeutics and get away from this idea that vaccines are going to do everything for everybody. And then the other thing that's happened, which is positive for us, is that pharmas are looking to repair the reputational damage that they got, the black eye they got from making all these vaccines that, you know, whether they're side effects or whether they work or didn't work, all these breakthrough infections. I mean, heck, they changed the definition of vaccine during the COVID-19 pandemic so that, you know, so that you measure efficacy based on just not getting a person hospitalized. So that was pretty interesting. What's going on in the world? There's and why it's important for you, the investor, is because there's a real possibility that a COVID resurgence is brewing. Look, let's look at the facts. You'll see the chart on the right. That's probably getting your attention. You know, that's SARS-CoV-2. Look at that spike. I mean, you can't not notice that. But around the world, that's in the United States, but around the world, look what's going on. More virulent COVID variant is spreading in India and China. And early mortality rates for this variant is pushing close to 1% in India. That's a big deal. And then you got this new Nimbus variant. Man, we call this the razor blade throat variant. And that's increase in China. It's rising hospitalization and emergency visits. And then it has made its way here. And there's a bunch of airport cases of this Nimbus variant in around 5 different states right now. The current antiviral. So what's the state of what are our lines of defense against this? We got Paxlovid, Molnupiravir, and Remdesivir. And then I put a number down there. This is around $4 billion annually. So there's problems with this, though. They're the first and their last line of defense right now. The problem is that resistance is starting to emerge. They all have issues with rebounds. There's no prevention and side effects. See? So if a company could fix all those things, we really have something. And you're going to find out later in this presentation, we can do that. So again, stay tuned. What else can we do? Okay. There's an issue with securing the global food supply. Look at the bird flu and what it's doing to prices and egg prices. And here's the thing. For investors, we recently announced a solution for bird flu. You guys got to wake up. There's nothing else out there. So, and what makes our opportunity so compelling is that if you do find a solution, chicken's cheap, right? It needs to be inexpensive. So we need to price it with the food that we're getting. And we think that we can do this by putting the antiviral in the chicken's water because we've made it soluble. So we're excited about that. And we think that that you need to be able to treat the birds, or if they get sick, or prevent it. Okay. So, and we believe that we need to do studies on that and prove that out. So what I say here is, based on our stock price, investors are clearly failing to grasp the magnitude of this discovery. And here's why I say that. We have scientists stepping up to collaborate with us. They understand the urgency. We're years ahead of the competition in the race to find a solution for bird flu in birds. And look, guys, we have a near perfect track record of development. We think we can get it. If we say we think we can get it done, there's a good chance that we're going to get it done. And we have 3 in vitro studies that support our broad spectrum antiviral activity. And our potential as a feed supplement, that's a lightning pathway to approval. And we're going to see how much that's worth soon. Next slide. So the current landscape in bird flu, and then you guys are probably looking right toward the value of a bird flu solution because I kind of hinted at that. Well, there is a solution right now for in birds, and that's Zoetis, and it's a vaccine solution. And then we can kind of see there, we're probably looking around 20 cents per dose. Reasonable, right? But there's no therapeutic options out there. And the only thing that they're talking about right now is boosting the chicken's immune system against a disease that basically kills you that kills the animals in days. And their immune systems aren't able to respond that fast. And, we've tried this in COVID-19, and COVID-19 doesn't have as high of a viral load as bird flu does. It's a highly pathogenic bird flu, that is. So I don't know how that solution's really going to make it out of the starting gates. I think we have a superior offering. And then what's the value of a bird flu solution? You can just kind of go through this. We're assuming the Zoetis thing, the 20 cents per bird, right? This is a nice little graphic there. And you can see the Zoetis solution, $9 billion over 5 years, okay? We have a solution that doesn't require a vaccine in animals. And what happens in animals, if you give a vaccine, you hurt its export ability of that bird. And no one wants to do that. So I don't think anyone's really a fan of vaccines. So imagine what we could do with a water-based antiviral for chickens. You think we can hit these numbers? Our market cap is under 10 million. Folks, you need to wake up. This is a big opportunity, and the market is not discounting that we're even a fraction that we're going to get this done. And we got a really good track record. Now, if you're curious how we deliver the drug in the watering system, this is a picture of a commercial chicken farm. And you see that they just dip their beak in the water, but you see the little diagram there. There's a medicator right now that's giving them antibiotics. All we're doing is taking something that currently exists and just tacking onto the system. And you'll see there they give antibiotics, electrolytes, and antiparasitic medicine. Why not just throw in the antiviral? And we believe that we can do this. So utilize existing Infrastructure means that we can have explosive growth if we do one thing, prove efficacy. The University of Georgia, we're working with a world-renowned university in poultry. Out of all the options available to them in the universe, they selected us. I want you guys to think about that. So they're the thought leader in poultry science. Consider and now consider the other immune modulators out there that they could be using. And I mentioned this earlier. We tried that approach in COVID-19. I don't think it really worked. And now we're talking about something that has higher viral loads. How are you going to get the immune system to be that hyper vigilant, even in an animal? I just don't see it happening. So look, if we get any positive results, it's really going to launch the awareness to the scientific community about what we do. And finally, why do we love this? It's non-dilutive funding opportunity for us. Now I'm going to go over what the prize is. This is the HPAI, the highly pathogenic avian influenza. That's what it stands for. Poultry Innovation Grand Challenge Funding Opportunity. Okay. I'm going through this so you understand what our chances are. They're good. Okay. When you look at it, there's only 6 to 10 BSL-3 labs, and you need to do this in a BSL-3, that's biosafety level 3 lab in the United States. There's 6 to 10 of them. And the probability that one of those, that anyone submitting a proposal is pretty good. And I'll tell you why. When you look at the details of the prize, it says awards not to exceed 2 million. So 2 million on average is what they're going to give. So if you take the 2 million divided by the 100 million, they were expecting around 50 people max. There's not 50 people in the universe to do this type of poultry research. So we feel pretty good about this. They have indicated that the award is going to happen sometime in August. And if the award happens in August, we're just trying to give you some general timelines. The studies could begin between October to December. And then the next year we'll come out with the results. So this is in the works now. So we're pretty excited about it. Now, what's really behind the bird culling? I wanted to get into this because the reason birds are culled during outbreak is to stop the spread. And they're killed very fast. And the reason they're killed fast is because if they don't kill them fast, what ends up happening is you're getting way more birds that can help mutate this virus and advance the virus so it becomes even more infectious. And you see the question to the right, why? Slow the evolution of the virus. What we're trying to do is prevent that jump to humans. We're trying to push that event off until we're ready. All right. And I put there, go back to left, Pandora's box is open. This bird flu doesn't affect birds. It affects pigs and cows. There's a huge untapped market for label expansion, so to speak. And you could look at the economic impact. We're just going to go to the bottom line on the right. $2.5 to $3 billion in direct and indirect costs. And egg prices went up, right? Now I'm going to get into our data, our phase 2 data. And you'll see there's 2 groupings. There's the red and the green. The red represents the control group. The green represents the active arm. And the red horizontal line represents PCR negative land. Okay, above that is PCR negative land. And you'll see here, we did a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled trial. So this was a robust trial, right? We got patients in there that were pretty sick. And what happened? 88% were PCR negative in day 3. And day 7, we're 100%. And then we put a little graph down there so you can kind of see how fast the spread was. The red represents the control. The green is the endpoint. And look how fast we cross over into the endpoint territory, which is basically 30% PCR negative. And then you're going to see on the next slide, that's what Paxlovid has. That was their endpoint. Look at how long it took there on the right. It took them 20 days to get to 30% PCR negative. Look where we get to it. I don't know if you see it. It's right at it like a day and a half. We'll just call it two days. So you can't do a head-to-head comparison. So that's why I have to show you the 2 different charts, because it's unfair to Bioxytran. It's unfair because Pfizer was doing it on people with underlying medical conditions. We're doing it on standard risk patients. It's harder to show efficacy in people with a competent immune system. They just get better. So you're fighting against their competent immune system. Paxlovid, it's a little bit easier road to toe to show efficacy. Now, if you're curious how it works, prolactin it's a neutralizing agent. It's kind of like neutralizes the way neutralizing antibodies work, the way it mimics, it doesn't mimic, but it closely mimics how our body works now. You'll see the spike protein there, and then there's the antibody that's trying to attach onto it. The idea is if it covers the spike protein, and the spike protein is the tip of the spike protein, and that's what latches on and basically opens up the cell and allows the virus to gain entry. And what we do is we bind to the side that's circled in red, and that's the galectin fold. Now, if you look over to the left, you see a naked spike protein in light blue, and then you'll see it's covered in sugar. The dark blue is sugar. It's covered. Remember, that's how it hides and evades itself from the immune system. Well, there's only 2 spots there. There's the tip that's uncovered. Now, you can't have that covered, because if it is covered, guess what happens? The virus won't attach to anything. So it needs to be uncovered. So that mutation can't happen. And then we attach to the side. So anyhow, this is a pretty cool mechanism of action here. And that's how it works. The idea is we are going to basically neutralize the virus so it can't enter the cell. And then what happens is our liver sees our carbohydrate drug, which is surrounding or attached to the virus. And then the liver is going to filter out our carbohydrate drug. Well, what's attached to it? The virus, the virion. We're expecting hundreds, thousands of virion. We haven't done any background on how many each molecule takes on, but it's multiple virion. And that's basically what we're planning on doing. And this is like the first time this approach has ever been used in drug development for viruses. Now, our business strategy, we have an Indian strategy and we have an FDA strategy. And everything's based on funding. So for either one of these strategies. So we'll go wherever we have the most funding. Obviously, our preference is for the FDA, but there's some things that we can do to possibly accelerate things. And then we're working on collaborations, which is licensing deals. So we're talking to lots of pharma partners out there, small pharma and big pharma. And we're tracking academia. We talked about that with the bird flu. I mean, people are starting to get more and more exposed to this galectin science. And now we kind of talked about the broad spectrum antiviral platform technology. So now we have 2 other technologies that I wanted to introduce you to, but we're going to be quick. So we have the cancer metastasis and fibrosis platform, and we have the blood substitute. Like the cancer fibrosis metastasis, we're going to get into that a little bit here next. And then I'll talk to you about our blood substitute and some of the cool things that we can do there. So again, cancer metastasis. We have developed a galectin antagonist that's designed to eliminate cancer metastasis in late-stage patients. And we're working with immune checkpoint inhibitors. That's the concept that we want to go after right now. So we want to do combination therapy, and we believe that the existing immune checkpoint inhibitors and the immunotherapy is very powerful. You know, you get people that get cures, like complete cures, like, oh my gosh, it's all gone and it's never coming back, cures. But it only happens in like 6% of them. So why doesn't it happen in the other people, in the other 94%? It's because of this thing called checkpoint inhibitor resistance. And we can neutralize that. So galectin-3 is a target. It's demonstrated strong potential since 2018. And we're going to show you some of those slides. They're not us, but it shows to the science behind it. And so our goal is to be the first true cancer metastasis trial, because there's no trials out there for cancer metastasis. So again, investors, I want you to think about how we're on the cutting edge. We're doing things that no one else is dreaming of. And then galectin-3 antagonist showed efficacy in solid tumors in conjunction with ICIs. And, you know, obviously we need to do more testing. And we did a very intensive slide deck so that we can do licensing initiatives. So we are working on that right now. Now, galectins. They're essential for tumor survival. You'll see the little graphic there. Angiogenesis, atopic. The galectins are all over cancer, okay? They provide you the elements, the essential elements for a tumor to basically flourish. So from cancer's perspective, it's like that kid out there. You're taking away his food, his water, his shelter, and you're putting him out in the middle of the desert. So that's what you do when you block galectins to a tumor. Now, this is an interesting chart here, and this has been out for a while, but what happens if you screen people by galectin expression? Remember I told you we can push, I was saying, you know, 6% of people get cures or responses, and how we can push that higher. These people had high galectin, people in red had high galectin expression. And what you'll see there is after around 1 to 2, 3 weeks, that's it. They fail. Their tumors are growing, and the Keytruda didn't work. And this is specifically a study with Keytruda in non-small lung cancer. Okay. And they did the PD-1 test, so they were all PD-1 positive. But when you look at people by galectin expression, you know, theoretically, we can get Keytruda so it's 90% effective in non-small cell lung cancer. Right now, Keytruda by Merck, it's got a ton of competition, all gunning for them. And all we got to do is add a galectin antagonist to it. And we believe that that's really going to increase the responders rate, because now people that take it aren't going to fail. And that's actually the focus of an article that's coming out, or a journal article that's coming out from Arizona State University. We could be seeing that in about a month. I'm collaborating with some students there, and that's the project that they're working on. They're working on this specific project to show the impact. And I think once that hits, the politicians, once the politicians get a hold of that and realize how much money is being, look at the Doge and look at how much money is being wasted on healthcare, I think this could be a big thing. Now, galectins, they impair the immune system. And this is an example of a Kaplan-Meier chart. And you guys, I don't expect you to know the science, but you basically want a straight line. I don't know if my mouse will work here, but there's a straight line here at 100%. I mean, you want everyone to survive, but the bottom line is you want a high survival rate. So the people that are galectin-1 positive, so they have galectin expression on their cancers, on their tumors, they have a 5% chance of surviving pancreatic cancer. Look at that. You go up, just if you drew a good straw and you were galectin-1 negative, you got a 65% chance. I mean, look at the differences there. This is a really big deal. You want to be the guy that's galectin-1 negative. So the idea is, what do we do? How do we do that? Well, give people a galectin blocker in their treatment. And then you turn them from positive to being negative by blocking their galectins. So we're just trying to show you, the investor, how we could dramatically change with combination therapy, some of the results in cancer. It's kind of exciting. This is clinical evidence. These are cancer trial results with a galectin-3 antagonist. You're seeing a PET scan before and after with the melanoma patient. On the left, this guy's riddled. I mean, it looks like he has chicken pox, but those are tumors on his PET scan. Then look at that. A couple months later, gone. So 1 in 5 had a complete response in the study. 50% had an objective response in melanoma. And you just can compare that to the little graphic in the right, 33%. 33% of people with Keytruda have an objective response, and that's over 2 years. The guys in this study only got treated for 3 months. So it's unfair to compare 3 months to 2 years. But when we still do it, it's still orders of magnitude better. So imagine what we could do on combination treatment if they did longer than 3 months. And you'll see there, the lower right, 6% had tumors disappear. Those are complete response. This is 1 in 5. You see the difference? Now, this is our strategy. So we're going after checkpoint we're going after checkpoint people that have checkpoint inhibitors. So all these drug companies, that's our target market. We want to make their checkpoint inhibitors better. And they're all vying for Merck. That, Merck's got a big target on there. And all ICI drugs face resistance, all of them. So we're hoping that we can do something about that. Finally, we're going to get into our third technology here as a blood substitute. We call it the universal oxygen carrier. And it's designed to deliver oxygen transport molecule. It's designed to go right through a blood clot in case of a stroke, heart attack, or even sickle cell anemia. And increasing the oxygenation in some of these neurodegenerative diseases is, we also think, going to be a very big deal and help patients. And then, you see the little military guy there. What about cases of extreme hemorrhaging? You have something and then you add a little bit of saline to it into the battlefield environment. All of a sudden you got blood that didn't need refrigeration, not blood, but you have an oxygen carrier that didn't need refrigeration or anything like that. And then we have two proof of concept animal trials done. We're going to do 4 animal species. And there's no side effects. There's no changes in the respiration. And believe me, your respiration, if you start taking out 20% of your blood, your respiration is going to change because you're trying to circle less blood through your body to get the same oxygenation. So your heart's going to beat faster and your respiration is going to increase. And we're pursuing government discussions. You'll see that point there. This is a graphic of the universal oxygen carrier. The blue represents the universal oxygen carrier. It's 1,000 times smaller than a red blood cell. So, I mean, it should be like a little pinprick, but we had to make it big so you can kind of see the concept behind it. The concept is the red blood cells get stopped up here. This is like a case of a stroke. Yet what's happening is the plasma with the universal oxygen carrier is still flowing. And then the graphic on the lower right kind of shows how it's created. You know, we create them from hemoglobin, and we extract out the heme. Now, what's preventing us from achieving this unicorn status? Like, we should be a unicorn based on everything that we got going on, whether it's bird flu, the antivirals, the cancer, or the universal oxygen. Each one of these is a unicorn in and of itself, each platform technology. We're trading at $10 million market cap. Why? Investor fear of dilution. Guys, we've minimized dilution for years, but people are still scared of it because of this note. We have a plan to deal with it. Let us do that. But you shouldn't wait to buy it. I mean, part of the problem is the price. We don't want to dilute down here. We think it's too cheap. And the other thing is there's a lot of flipper mentality. And then finally, what about this too good to be true? Everything I'm sitting here, you're talking a 100% responders rate. Oh, that's too good to be true. No, it's not. This is reality. Scientists are looking at us. You know, follow their lead, not your brain that, oh, I think it's too good to be true. And we also need money to fund our clinical trial development. Are we aligned with you, the shareholder? Yes. We gave up accrued salaries worth almost $600,000. We are aligned. We only make money if you make money. We want the stock higher. This is our product pipeline. We have a chewable tablet. We have an intravenous. And then we have the oxygen carrier there. And this is what it's going to take. These are the cost estimates. This is what it's going to take to do things. The only thing that I want to highlight here is number 2, see in vitro studies. Yeah, we want to do some in vitro studies because that's a quick way for us to beat on your head that we have a broad spectrum. It's like, look, we did it with 3, and the investors haven't gotten the memo for some reason and realize that. So maybe we need to do more. And this pretty much concludes my presentation. Look, guys, investors, there's an opportunity here, a monumental opportunity. We're trying to do all the right things for shareholders. We're aligned with you. We need your vote of confidence. We need you to buy shares in the company. You know, put your money where your mouth is. If you believe this technology is good and you believe we're undervalued, take a look at it. We think we're one of the most undervalued biotechs out there, given that we have 3 platform technologies. It's wrong that we're sitting at a $10 million market cap. All right. Well, thank you. I hope you start buying those shares, and we'll leave it at that.
Thanks for joining us for our very first BFCVC. We hope you enjoyed it. If you're a company looking to connect, hit us up at buffalofiresidechats@gmail.com. And if you're a trader or investor, please like, share, and subscribe for more firsthand due diligence. DD from the source, the BFC. Have a wonderful day, folks. And remember, there is more that binds us than breaks us.